really want to tell you about my last visit to my primary care doctor. I have a feeling that you're gonna relate to this maybe a little too much. So I went in with a list of my menopausal symptoms, not the usual suspects. I don't get night sweats or hot flashes, but I have several others that are really quite uncomfortable. And you know what he said? All of my male patients' hormones eventually downregulate, but you don't see me pushing testosterone. So I said, doctor, if men had half the symptoms that women experience during perimenopause, there would be a menopause specialist drive-through on every corner. Seriously, there would be, like Starbucks. So he referred me to the For Her department, upon which I asked, is there a menopause specialist on staff? And he said, no, but there's an OBGYN. And I said, great, another doctor not trained in menopause. So then I handed him a list of the labs I wanted to have done and that are specific to perimenopause. And he looked at me like I was insane. And he had to Google several of them. And I'm not joking. Now, I should mention, I had already seen a menopause specialist out of pocket for several thousands of dollars and traveled quite far. So I knew what I needed, but I wanted to experience what the average woman goes through. Like, what does your typical doctor know about menopause? How do they treat it when you talk about your symptoms? And how would they treat someone like me with real symptoms, but maybe not the classic presentation? And mind you, I had already been to another doctor once about heart palpitations. He had no idea, never correlated it. Seriously, like I thought I had a heart issue. So I can't believe it's 2025 and doctors know so little about these symptoms in menopause. But here's what really gets me. We're told we're fine if our labs aren't in the red zone. Nobody explains how our symptoms connect to our blood work. Nobody tells us why we're feeling this way or what we can actually do about it naturally. We're expected to accept that not diseased is good enough. Most of the time, we're not even shown the blood work or explained, definitely. So whether you're having trouble losing weight, doing the right things and nothing's working, or generally feel like total shit, or just don't feel like yourself, like I want to hear from you. We shouldn't need to wait until we are totally diseased to get answers. And the answers don't always necessarily need to be in a pill or a shot, right? Like, what about lifestyle recommendations, specific nutrition for like our particular bodies? And like, what will actually work to help balance our hormones? What about like stress management techniques? What about addressing the root cause? What about recommendations that can actually help me feel amazing again? So drop a comment and tell me about your experience. Have you been dismissed by your doctor and told you were totally fine when you know you do not feel fine? Because I think you deserve better than to be told, just deal with it, AKA suffer, because so many women for so many thousands of years have. Yeah. Or just take